Hello everyone, and welcome to Remains to be Seen, the D&D show where one group's past can determine the other group's future. I am your host and DM, Rover Elliott, pronouns he, they, and today I am here with...
Hello, Alyssa, she, her, and ready to not know what the hell's going on.
Hi, Rick, he, him, and I'm probably gonna roll really bad again.
Hi, I'm Zoe, they, she, and I hope this time I don't have to carry all the dice rolls for the entire party.
Oh my god. And you guys are playing?
Yitri, and I am excited to be a part of this group and finally find out who our mystery fourth member is, because why won't they answer when I say to ask for their name? Because what is your name? What is your name? Oh, she, her.
I'm Pierre, he, him. I am currently very creeped out by Miguel, who seems to know a lot of things about us and is not willing to divulge much information.
I'm Aleks, he, him, and I'm glad to not be in jail.
Wonderful. Let's see. We've had one episode. Rick, can you tell us what's been happening in the previous episode?
So, Tobias has been putting together a group of protectors to put people's minds at ease. There's a large amount of candidates, and there's also rampant speculation about missing people. Miguel Ortiz, who has been judging us on our supposed skills, but hasn't even seen us do anything, chose us three a group of as the group of protectors. He's a very scary man, I think. I don't know why he knows so much about us, and there's also this very mysterious person with a Grim Reaper mask who I'm a bit worried about. And we currently are going towards our rooms. Aleks has been arrested. That's where Pierre's knowledge stops. But now he is becoming a part of the Protectors as well.
Wonderful. And that is exactly where we are picking up. We have Aleks and Miguel in one of the side offices in Darlington Palace, which is our version of Buckingham Palace. And Aleks has just told Miguel that he is being looked for by someone named Chester King. Now, let's see, where did we completely end up? We were talking about why he should not hand you in. Give a good enough reason. And he said Chester, who's apparently located in Chesterfield, is near the location where they are heading. We'll pick up there with Miguel going, so we are going to Manchester.
That's great. Looking forward to it.
Are you actually?
Depends on the day, I think.
And if I said you would be going tonight?
Then I would be going tonight. Just because I don't want to go, that doesn't mean I won't.
Glad you think that way. We are... You have been a part of a group of missing people in the last 6 months. However, your missing poster is way earlier than the other time. I need to know what you know of other missing people. Do you think this Chester King is also behind that?
I don't think so. I have absolutely no knowledge of anyone else going missing.
And you said your fake name. Thank you for trusting me, by the way. Very, very smart of you. Your fake name was Linus King.
I panicked. First thing that came to mind.
Has this Linus been with Chester King? It's like family or something that we need to know about?
There is no Linus.
There is no Linus.
There is no Linus.
And I can 100% trust you on this.
No. We don't know each other. I know I'm telling you the truth. If you believe me, that's totally up to you.
He pulls his feet up off from the counter and leans forward on his desk and is like, look, I do not have the time for these games. If we want to help each other, we can. I need to be sure that you can be trusted with the group, and I need to be very sure that I can be trusted with you and you can be trusted with me. I have no problem handing you in. I want the money. There is zero reason for me not to do this. Honestly, Saphira would be happier with me handing you in.
As I said, I know I'm telling the truth. I cannot make you trust me. I can just tell you what I know, and I'm doing that.
I will tell Zana that you have been arrested and informed for impersonation of Linus King. I will find a way to make Linus King real. I need you to be incredibly careful. If you are arrested on the first mission, I cannot guarantee your safety anymore. If you surpass that mission with your group, I can guarantee your safety.
I understand.
Do you? Do you know what is at stake?
Kinda.
Good. He gets up from his chair, walks around to the door, opens it, and is like, go find your new companions. And if you see the orange tabaxi, do not ask questions.
Okay. And I stand up and walk to the door. Before I go out, I look at him. I'm like, thank you for trusting me. I hope you can show me that it wasn't a mistake to trust you as well. And I leave.
Good. Alright. So, there is another butler waiting for you. Together with, I'm gonna, at this point, say all the butlers are human. Feel free to give me a name for your butler.
Very confused you.
It's hard.
You don't
It's really hard.
It is. And I've been thinking for like the past 20 minutes.
You knew this question was coming.
Nothing.
Okay.
You've had time.
I had time. What are names?
Real.
What names do exist? There are too many.
You should name
There's
the
a lot of names in
butler
the
should be
world.
Linus King.
Oh my god, that's
Say
what
You want to call him
Yeah.
Linus?
That guy's
Say
just
that,
no Linus.
say that.
Alright.
I mean,
Actually,
wouldn't
Linus
Miguel know
Queen.
Linus King is on this? Oh.
I
Linus
will
Queen.
I will do a funny. Hold up.
Yes.
I will do a funny. So,
Hey.
the butlers are standing there, two human butlers next to one of them is the orange tabaxi. And Miguel walks past you, pats the butler on the shoulder, and is just like, your name is Linus King. Do not ask questions. Before walking up the stairs, through the hall, away.
My guy just lost his entire personality.
You are Linus King.
sorry, butler number 3. I didn't mean to.
Just points right at his face.
We are
Yeah,
Linus
exactly.
King.
So Linus walks up to you and is just like, please follow me to your room, sir. Before heading up the stairs, kind of looking back to see if you're following.
I'm following.
Okay. So, while the butlers, from this point on, I'm going to give you guys the same time. Time does not exist in D&D. What is time? You guys are all going to be shown your rooms. They are all these grand master bedrooms with more marble and gold in the sides. You'd see like these dark wooden bed frames with more gold inlaid in it, and you all have a grand master bedroom for yourself, and it is in a line next to each other. Your butlers will all tell you guys, I'm not going to do 4 different voices, they will all tell you guys that they would like to meet you guys in about half an hour downstairs in the dining hall. Now, at this point, you guys have half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
In your own Grandmaster bedrooms. You can go to each other, do whatever you want. What do you guys do?
Okay, so first, Yitri is going to, like, just admire the room, because, like, wow, this is huge. Like, this is, like, this was not in the job description. Like, this amazing. And she's kind of just, like, figuring out where everything is, throws herself on the bed for a bit, and just, like, lays down for, like, maybe, like, 5 minutes. And then she's, like, determined to go talk to everyone else. Pretty much. Yeah, she's gonna meet up with other people.
Okay. So who are you first going to?
Whoever's in the
your neighbors currently are both Pierre and Aleks. I will say that the orange tabaxi is, let's say, next to Pierre, in the room next to Pierre.
She's gonna go to Aleks, and she's gonna knock on the door.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, of course, take your time.
So many notes need to be taken.
Aleks, I need to say, your weapons have not been given back at this point yet.
I was about to ask you that. I was like, did I get my stuff back?
No.
Or am I just running around with the loot?
Yeah, you are running around with the loot.
Beautiful.
Lovely. Cool.
So you hear
Doesn't
this...
affect me at all.
You hear this knock on the door.
I carefully walk towards the door, and I open it just like a bit to see who's on the other side.
And you see Yitri, who's
and I look at her.
She's smiling. She's like, "Hi."
Hello.
I just wanted to introduce myself because I feel like everyone's kind of, not everyone. There's that one mysterious person who I can't get a name out of, but that's I'm gonna get a name. Don't worry. But I'm very determined. I don't know why, but I really want to know this guy's name, what his deal is. But anyway, Aleks, right? I think I remember hearing that. Right? That's your name? Yitri, nice to meet you. I just wanted to make sure I introduced myself because I know we're going to be working together, so I just want to make sure I know who I'm working with. Oh, not like know, but like know your name.
You talk a lot, Yitri.
Yeah, I've been told that a lot.
That's fine. I enjoy that.
Yeah, keeps things interesting.
That's true.
You know, I feel like, especially when it's like awkward like this, when like no one really knows each other. You need someone to break the ice,
right? Which
you know, it's kind of hard in the situation because like it's a really random group of people. I mean, we got
Yitri.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Okay, yeah.
Our conversation does not need to be awkward. You're good.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. This isn't awkward. But I'm just being the situation itself because like,
right.
You got arrested.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay, that's that. I also wanted to check about that. You're okay. That's cool.
That's lovely. No, I'm good.
Did you get your stuff back? Did they give you your stuff back?
No. I am very much holding on to my loot, and that is it.
Huh. Weird. Also, I think it's kind of weird that they had us like move into these rooms, but like we didn't bring anything to like move into. Like I don't have any other stuff besides my weapons because I didn't think I was gonna get the job right away. Like, you know, there's usually like a process, and like it was a really weird interview process. I mean, honestly, I lied for a lot of it. I'm not a very perceptive person, like at all. But you gotta say what you gotta say to get the job. And I didn't think it would be that easy. I mean, it wasn't very easy for you. But like, I don't know.
I mean, it was.
I mean,
I didn't
honestly,
do anything.
Honestly,
I stated my name and I lied. I got arrested. And now I have the job. I feel like yours was a bit more complicated.
Yeah, it was really easy. I think the only one it was kind of hard for was Pierre, because like Pierre had to like be like, "Hey, what's your biggest fear?" Which is like kind of a crazy question to ask in front of a bunch of people. Because like I get it was like a one-on-one interview, that's like one thing, but like so many people are there. Like imagine like, "Hey, what's your deepest, darkest secret?" And just like, and then everyone's watching. That would suck. And also, like, did they even, like, prove it was his actual fear? Like, I would have been like, yeah, I'm, like, really scared of, like, sharks and, like, the Netherlands. And, like, they can't fact check me.
So, Yitri, you are scared of the Netherlands?
Yeah, she's not. She's lying.
Give me a perception check to see if you can hear them talking about you.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Are they still standing
They
outside?
are currently still standing in the hallway.
All right.
Yeah, I never let her
all
in.
happening in the hallway.
I opened the door and she started rambling.
Yeah.
I'm standing with my door and the hand is like, right? Hello.
The door isn't even fully
Roll perception.
open. The door is like only open a crack. She's just going.
12.
You can hear rambling outside in the hallway. Like you can hear the echo of it. And you can't fully hear the full conversation, but you hear your name come by at least twice.
Pierre looking a bit confused. Why is my name being used? Pierre just wants a coffee.
He's not even going to investigate. He just wants coffee.
He wants a coffee.
It's been a long day.
So Pierre walks outside, tries to look for the butler. Is the butler around?
The butler's is right next to your door. Yeah. So we have Jones. Yeah.
I didn't catch your name. What's your name? What?
Jones, sir.
Jones. Hey, nice to meet you. Hey, could I trouble you for some coffee, please?
Of course, sir. Walks immediately past you down the stairs to towards the kitchen.
Oh.
And you, as your gaze follows them, you can see on the other side, you can see this small Eladrin girl currently talking to a door because you can't see if the door's already been opened or not. Your guess is that it is definitely open.
Yitri's like Anna and
Talking
Frozen.
to a closed door, that one.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes. Pierre walks over, as he did hear his name, so he's gonna walk over. He's gonna say, "So, you called my name?
Oh,
What's
hi.
up, guys?"
Hi. Oh, we're just talking about the crazy interview process because like it was really weird. Because it wasn't even really. I mean, I feel like we were the only ones that were asked questions. I mean, the other person was, but like didn't answer them. I'm still like really confused about it.
It seems a bit fishy, like you said before.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I was just talking to Aleks here, and Aleks was like, yeah, I got the job really easy. They arrested me, and now I have a job, which is like, that's not normally what happens when you get arrested. But like, I honestly, like, that's pretty cool that you just kind of got the job, which is cool. And I trust
Pierre's
that you.
gonna just peek through the doorway and look at Aleks.
Aleks just looks at him and like waves.
How did you manage to worm your way into the group?
I have no idea. Genuinely, I feel like I'm more confused than you are. I got arrested.
Oh, that's impressive.
But also kind of not. and then I talked to Miguel, and he was like, "Why shouldn't I just arrest you?" And I was like, "I don't know. Why shouldn't you?" And he was like, "Great, you got the job." There was a bit more talking than that, but now I'm here in a room that is way too fancy, and I'm talking to two strangers in a hallway.
It is
On
a
that
really
note,
fancy
do you
room.
guys... It is a really fancy room. Do you guys
Really
want to come
fancy.
into that fancy room? Or should we continue to awkwardly stand outside the hallway?
Maybe we should go inside, I think.
I
It's
think it's for the better.
like the butler standing next to Alex's room is very much trying not to listen into this conversation currently.
Nah, Linus, my buddy, he can do that.
He has a new name. He's
guy.
allowed to do whatever the hell he wants. His identity has been changed but against his will. He's allowed to hear what's going on.
I open the door more widely and gesture for the other two to come in.
Okay. I walk in.
I also walk in.
And I close the door behind them. So, why are you guys here?
For the job mostly. I mean, honestly, it's a pretty good gig. I heard it pays pretty well. And also, I'm like, looking for something new, you know? I feel like this is a huge grand scale from want something new. Let's become like a protector of the House of Six. But why not? I mean, go big or
True.
go home,
Why
like
not?
they say, you know? And I only bought a one-way train ticket, so I'm not really going home anytime soon, so...
Well, that's a good thing you got the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite confident.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, also, honestly, I thought I bought a two-way, and I realized when I was in the train that I wasn't a two-way, so I'm really glad I got the job, because I would have sucked if I didn't. I mean, I would have just bought another train ticket, but, like...
You can just see Alex face palming in the background.
Everyone's like, how the fuck did she get in here? She's not qualified at all.
Hey, Pierre, say, did you get your stuff back? Yitri asked me if I got mine and made it seem like she did.
Oh, yeah, I got all my stuff back. It's in my room.
Right.
Got all my weapons.
Interesting. So apparently getting arrested means you don't get to keep your stuff, okay?
Oh. So what did they take from you?
My daggers and my short bow. Weapons, same as you.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to say which weapons, because, like, if anything, you can, like, borrow. I have
My daggers and my short bow.
I was gonna say you could borrow, like, if you needed I have a hand crossbow if you wanted to borrow it for anything, but because I mostly use my great axe, so just wanted to extend a
It's
helping
fine,
hand.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I prefer my own weapons, and if I don't have
Fair
half
enough.
them, I just punch someone.
Fair enough. You know, I feel like people don't realize how, you know, just sometimes you just gotta punch people. Sometimes it's the
Yeah,
easiest way to do
exactly.
it. People throws them off
Yeah.
guard, especially if you
Pierre
have a weapon in
chuckles.
your hand. Like, imagine, like, especially if you, like, have, like, a giant weapon in your hand, just go, poof, and, like, that, she, like, air punches the air, she's like, poof. Like, that really throws them off.
Right.
Say, why did you actually get arrested?
Impersonation.
Fascination. My God.
Oh, no, you impersonated someone. That's, like, not even that crazy of a crime. Like, especially the way they went about doing it, like, I would have thought you, like, killed, like, a bunch of people, because they, like, made it a whole big thing. It's because you said a different name. Also, it's like...
Maybe I have.
I mean, I don't care. As long as you don't kill me, I'm kind of cool with that.
Don't worry, Pierre, I haven't killed
I mean,
anyone.
not that...
I know about that one, Yitri.
yeah, no, now that I say it out loud, no, I'm not actually cool. I mean, like, depends. If it was self-defense, I'm not going to judge you, but...
No, don't
Okay, yeah,
worry.
you know, that's a line we're not going to
Yeah,
cross.
if it's self-defense or, like...
Self-defense is fine.
Self-defense is
Yeah.
fine, but if you're, like, going on a murder spree just cause, I feel like that's a different story.
Right, then I guess it's my lucky day. But as I said, it's impersonation.
Okay, cool.
All right, well, and Pierre slaps you on the back. Great to have you on the team then.
Thank you. Appreciate it, I think.
There is
So-
a knock.
Did you reach my back?
Yeah, I was about to say.
I don't know.
think- I think you
thought we were
I was like,
So-
You smacked his ass by accident, like, you're just, like, trying to...
I don't know.
I will say.
Oh wait, yeah. Can he actually reach that?
Officially both, like, mechanically you all except for Yitri are medium characters. I will say you can hit at least Alex's back. I think if we're looking more at, like, the can't reach, you're looking more at halfling gnome height. With dwarf height you can still get there.
Okay.
You know what? Otherwise, they'll just be standing on one of the chairs. There's probably a chair in the room. They'll have just grabbed the chair.
We were
They'll
talking
have
and
gently
Pierre just
grabbed
dragged
the chair,
over
the
two
shit
stood upon
chairs
it,
in the corners of the
slapped
room.
Alex on the back.
The whole production just...
Oh yeah.
There is a knock on Alex's door.
Well, I better get that. And I once again,
You have a lot of visitors today.
yeah, I walk to the door and I open it just a bit to see who it is.
Okay, cool. It is the Orange Tabaxi
Oh.
with behind him Miguel, who kind of just pushes them slightly out of the way, and has your daggers and your short bow in his hand.
Yay.
And he's just like, I think you were still missing some weapons.
I was, thank you.
There you go.
Appreciate
And
you returning them.
He hands them back to you.
I take them.
Before peeking kind of more into the room and being like, I need you guys downstairs in about 10 minutes. Is the conversation done after that, you think?
Pretty much, yeah. We're just kind of trying to get to know each other and stuff.
All right. Continue to do that. Don't let me stop you. And he walks away.
Does the Tabaxi also walk away?
The Orange Tabaxi stays there.
Ooh.
I open the door for the Orange Tabaxi and I gesture for them to come inside.
They indeed walk in. They look through the room at everyone and then take a seat on one of the chairs in the corner.
I close the door and I put my weapons away and I look around the room. Like, well, now we're complete.
Yeah.
Isn't that lovely?
So what? She's going to turn to the Orange Tabaxi and be like, so what is it? She wants to know. So if you're shy, that's, how do I put this? What's your name again? I don't think I caught it.
They stay completely silent.
Okay, you're shy. That's okay. I get it. Like, that's okay. Not being much of a talker. I mean, I've been told I talk enough for two people, but that's kind of rude. Like, that was kind of rude, and I was like, whatever. But, I mean, it's okay if you're not a talker. I just want to make sure, like, if we're in battle and I need you. Also, wait, before we keep going, speaking of combat and stuff, what do you guys do? Like, what's your kind of, like, shtick?
I punch people.
Cool.
Said that before.
Yeah, you also have a loot, too. Do you, like, do, like, magic with that, or just have it just because?
No.
You have it just because? That's cool. That's cool.
Probably works magic on the loot. I bet you got some amazing skills. Look at that.
I probably do, yes. That's too bad you're not going to hear them then.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Did I say something wrong? I didn't mean to.
No, you're good. All good. Just informing you that this lute will not be played.
Is it just kind of for show?
Oh, such a pity. I think that's great.
For show, please. No,
Arrangement.
I can work the lute.
Well, yeah, I didn't.
I just don't want to.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say that you can't, but
it's a lute, and I have it.
What
with
about
me.
you, Pierre? What kind of stuff do you do?
Well, kind of like Aleks. I punch people, but really fast.
Oh, fun, speed. That's cool.
And he does a little, I got these guns, and slaps his arm,
Oh, okay.
pulls up his arm, there's a little bit of flex. You can visibly see the punch arm, the one that has the punch tattoo on it. Yeah, got these guns.
Okay.
Impressive.
As a broad grin.
Okay, I see you. Very impressive.
Knowing it's completely, ridiculous to do that, but yeah.
Yeah, you can see Aleks is like staring at you with a really blank face. He's like, what is going on? What is that dwarf doing?
Bro does not care. Bro does not give a fuck. And then she goes to the Orange Tabaxi. He's like, I don't know if you're going to answer my question, but can you like maybe do mime stuff? Like maybe you can like do like a gesture of like what you can do. Like, can you mime? And then she starts like kind of like, when you mime, like you do like the hand thing in front of the, like try to when you're in a box. She starts doing this. Like, can you like mime something? She's like pretend she's in a box. Like, can you like mime something or something like that?
The Orange Tabaxi looks at you for a moment before turning their unseen gaze onto Pierre and kind of mimics what he did with like the punching on both arms. before very slowly turning their head back to Yitri.
You also punch things?
They nod
Well,
once.
We're going to be an effective party.
Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of punching going. I mean, yeah, that's awesome. I have my great axe and have a lot of pent up anger and rage that I like to take out on opponents. So that's kind of my deal.
Lovely, tiny and angry.
Yeah, well, I try not. I like to channel it into things that like aren't like deserving. I guess the things that are deserving. I guess because like I don't want to like freak out on like random people because that's not fair. So
There's another knock on the door again.
I open it.
Alright, it's Linus. Who's
My
just
boy.
my boy Linus.
Linus is like, you guys are being expected downstairs. I will need you guys to follow me.
All right, thank you.
Damn, that was a very fast 10 minutes, but thank you.
He is going to lead you downstairs, and down the stairs into, like, there's this huge archway into a, what seems to be a dining area, and at the far back there is this really large painting of Queen Isabel in, like, this huge blue dress. She has, like, pure white long hair to the back, very striking blue eyes, and then there is this older human man, probably around 70. The queen is elvish, by the way. Older man, probably in his 70s, with a very, very tight suit almost on, and this kind of walking stick next to him. And in the dining area, you have, on one end of it, is Tobias. And next to him, standing at that point, are Xana and Miguel. And as you guys walk in, Tobias stands up. It's like, well, we have our party together, I see. So, take a seat, everyone, please.
We all sit.
I take a seat.
Do you all take a seat?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I will need you guys to say that stuff because I can see you guys nodding. Not everyone can.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Remember that.
Yes. I sit.
We
sit.
Okay, cool.
Communism.
Communism.
Wow. As you guys sit down, Tobias looks upon you guys like, so, these are the one decided by Miguel, I assume? And he looks at Xana. And Xana just kind of gives a nod. The Doberman dog is still at her heels constantly. And she says, Yes, sir. I personally think they will be a great tryout team for, Johnny. I think they'll do an okay job. If they fail, we can just find new people. Like, Miguel has had 10 candidates so far. We can find others. And Tobias kind of shuts her up with holding his finger in the air. And he's like, thank you, Xana. Looks to the other side, thank you, Miguel. And he sits down, leans his hands on the table, and says, so, welcome, first of all, to Darlington Palace. I hope you guys are having a splendid time in your own rooms. You have your own butlers. Whenever you guys are in the UK, you can stay here. This is all for you, currently.
Oh, thank you.
I hope we can make sure that your stay won't be necessary for too long and that we can fix whatever has been going on with these current disappearances rather quickly. Now, obviously, we don't know if you're fully qualified yet. However, I trust Miguel's instinct and Xana's intelligence to understand who we need rather than who the public think we need. Now, what do you guys know about the current disappearances? Can I have a history roll from everyone? Yeah.
16.
16?
There you go.
Where's my history?
I got a nat
D20
20.
and add your...
Hey,
Nat 20!
Let's go.
The first one.
The first nat 20 is a history check from Yitri. I think that's really funny.
What did you have, Pierre? 15? Okay, so we have a 15, a 16, and a natural 20. Let's start with 15 and 16. You guys know that lately the missing people notices in journals and on radios have been higher. Things have been happening. You've heard about, like, architects from Paris going missing, which is one Pierre will definitely have heard, that a famous architect from Paris was missing. Same goes for a prisoner in the Solar Bastion on the coast side of France. And that has been bottling up in the past month or so. Now with a natural 20, you know that it has been rather a mess with disappearances. Like, people disappear. It is a thing that happens, and people get looked for by, most of the time, bounty hunters. There must be a reason as to why the bounty hunters aren't being used for these disappearances. You do not know said reason, but with not just a prisoner and an architect being having been disappeared, you know that there is a crown smith from the UK who went missing along these people, which has caused quite the uproar, definitely in the UK. And you know that there has been a casino owner from the world's biggest casino in Monaco has gone missing as well. It seems to align up with all the professions that there is a pattern there. No one has at this point figured out what the pattern is, but there is a pattern. You have heard people talk about what that potentially could be. You have also figured out that the chances that you guys are going to be used for that are pretty big, with the fact that the House of Six is going to be here in a couple days to discuss what needs to be done with this group. So the fact that Tobias has gathered you all a couple of days before that is probably the reason why, the reason for why you guys are here. That's what you know. I will give you guys a second to write.
Who was the guy from Monaco?
No names have been said. You're not sure
but
on the
the
names.
job title.
Oh, casino owner. So we have Yitri knows about the casino owner. Pierre and Aleks know about the prisoner, and the architect. So, I ask again. So what do you guys know about the recent disappearances? And Tobias looks upon everyone.
Well, I know someone important, an architect, went missing from my own country, from France. And also a prisoner, but those don't seem too significant to me, sir.
They don't seem too significant yet. We are currently, indeed you are correct, the architect Alea Duval is currently missing, and the Solar Bastion prisoner is missing, which is quite the problem Pierre, can I have another history check about the Solar Bastion?
10.
Okay, cool. You know that the Solar Bastion is something about a magical artifact. You're not too sure what else. You didn't even know they had a prisoner. You know that a prisoner has gone missing. You do not know anything about the prisoner itself and what the Solar Bastion is.
Okay.
And he goes, yeah. And the one and only prisoner, Graham Gallagher, has gone missing. And let's just say we need to get this fixed immediately before more people go missing. Smith, our Crown Smith, is one of these people. His name is Johnny DeRollo. And we have been trying to find him for the past couple weeks. Now, this is obviously also when the hiring notice came out. Let's just say we have not had the right opportunities to find any information of Johnny. We have his workshop here, and somehow we're unable to find anything. I will have you guys have a look.
Can I do a...
Yes?
I was going to say, can I do a history check on Johnny specifically?
Yes, please give me a history check about Johnny, because you also had the natural 20 on Johnny, yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to see if I can actually, like...
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I got a 3, so I can't do shit.
God damn.
This is the first time that you hear that the Crown Smith has an official name.
Fair enough.
I feel like Yitri has seen the papers. Yitri read the papers. Yitri took, like, a train all the way from Spain to the UK. If she had seen something, she would have read the titles on the newspapers the moment they got here, because Crown Smith was, like, heavily on newspapers all around. So he continues with, we have his workshop in our palace. We have already looked through it. I will give you guys another chance to look, but I am pretty sure you guys will not find anything. I will need you guys to go to Manchester. Johnny went to get supplies at Manchester University. And since then, we have not seen him. We have not heard from him in any way. This has been about a month. Now again, we have tried to get everything that we can, but we might need some more professional detectives, as we would like to call it on the case. And Miguel here, and he extends his hand to Miguel for a moment, says, you, point at Yitri, have a good sense of perception.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been told.
Wonderful, wonderful. So we can...
You can kind of see she's slowly
Do
dying
you want
inside.
to give me a deception check, by the way?
Yes!
All right.
I was gonna say, her eyes are so wide. She is, like, sweating. She's... Okay, let's see. Deception. Where's my... Deception. I got a 17 in deception.
So,
the relief that just came over Zoe.
Thank God.
I have no hopes.
So he indeed says, wonderful. I am very glad Miguel has chosen someone so perceptive for this job. And he looks to Pierre and he's like, you are from France, right?
That's right. I'm from France.
Near Paris in any for any reason, have been there in the past month or just lived near there? Do you know anything about Miss Duval?
I just know that she's a famous architect. I haven't been around Paris recently. Must say I live near the bottom of France myself. Lyon area.
Okay. Lyon. Understood. Do you think you have what it takes? Because I have heard from Zana that Miguel has been pretty harsh on some of our candidates, and I'm sure that now that you are here, that you have had no problem with him, and I'm sure he's a very good lad for that.
Is he
have you?
Is he kind of, saying that? I'm sure he's like. Is he saying that?
Yeah, I'm
kind of
sure,
in a dismissive way.
I'm sure he's been great. Give me an insight check.
Insight, yes. That's a 15 plus 3, 18.
With an 18, it's kind of dismissive, but also in the fact of he seems to not have a lot of belief in Miguel.
Oh.
He is just like, he trusts Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can see that from the way he also just talks to her. Miguel is below him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in every single way. He's taller, and he will just see that Miguel, he feels below him. That is what you can tell. And he just nods and is like, I'm sure he's been a good lad.
Yeah, he has been.
I hope he's not scared you with his fear questions.
A bit, I must say, but I'm alright. I'm fine.
He does this kind of very fake, like, it's all good. He was only joking. You do not need to fear for anything at all. We do have another smaller problem with our arrested fellow over there, and he turns his head to Aleks. And it's just like, so, you've made quite the show, haven't you?
I do tend to do that, sir.
Interesting. Miguel has told me you decided to use a fake name on our grounds.
Why not? Could have worked, didn't.
Well, the one good thing about Miguel is that he's perceptive, so at least he will notice that. As long as you are careful, we do not want you to get arrested again, and this time not by us, okay?
Trust me, sir, I don't want that too. I'll be careful.
Wonderful. And you, and he looks at the orange tabaxi, who looks at him for a moment before Tobias kind of shakes his head like he's shaking something off, and then stands up and is like, wonderful.
Wonderful?
This group will do well.
Yitri just looks at the orange tabaxi and back at this, and just looks between, like, really fast. It's like, huh? Why did all of us get ripped a new one, except for this man? What is his problem?
Give me an insight check, all of you. With disadvantage, because there is no face on this tabaxi, obviously.
Not one.
7.
Not 1, 7.
Insight? Was it insight or is it?
Insight.
I got a 4.
Wonderful.
We're so fucked.
We don't know shit.
So ass?
Let's go see.
So, this is really good. I love that the first episodes of Remains to be Seen is just everyone rolling garbage, except for Aleks.
Yeah, but I'm not arrested anymore. I don't have that advantage anymore.
Ah, that's fair.
Just gotta put him in handcuffs and he'll roll really good.
Wait, the arrestation was an advantage?
I guess so.
Apparently so.
Look at my dice rolls.
So, yeah, he stands up and he's like, you guys get to have a look in the workshop. I will need our good fellow over here, pointing to the orange tabaxi, to follow Miguel, and I will have the rest of you go towards Johnny's old, monthly untouched workshop. I hope that's okay for you guys.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Good. In the meantime, I will arrange train tickets for you guys to... let's see. To Manchester immediately tonight around 7. You guys can get dinner here, obviously. And then you guys will be on your way. Obviously, Miguel won't join you. But we have another member of your team waiting for you in Manchester. They have been assigned earlier and will join you when you are there. I'm sure you'll notice him.
Oh, cool.
Looking forward to it, sir.
I thought we were the test team.
You are the test team.
Also, is she points to the orange tabaxi. Are you not coming with us?
Orange Tabaxi turns their head very slowly to you, shakes their head,
Oh, okay.
and turns
Can
their
I
head
try something?
right back. What do you want to try?
So Pierre kind of has a little hunch here, right? Because he doesn't talk that much.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of signs in sign language to.
Do you speak sign language?
I do speak sign language.
You do? Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And kind of signs to the orange tabaxi, you don't talk much.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Oh dear.
How well do you sign?
How well do I sign? Okay, that's a 9 plus what's my con? 2. Plus 2, that's 11.
11. Hold up. Okay. As they look to you, look directly at you, they are staring. And not just staring at you, they are reaching into your soul. It's almost like something is actively pushing itself in your way. And you can just, for a split second, hear someone screaming your name. A recognizable voice. And then it's gone.
Huh?
And then they turn their heads back towards you, stands up, and follows Miguel out of the room.
What is this guy?
What was that?
Pierre is kind of stands there with his mouth open, like, what?
What just happened?
Are you okay, Pierre?
Tobias kind of leans forward more and is like, are you okay? Do we need to call someone? You take, by the way, 3 psychic damage.
Oh my god!
Psychic damage? Oh my goodness. Okay.
What is the deal with this dude? I didn't know!
A bit shocked. Let's just put it like that.
What happened?
Oh, it's all
I'll be
okay,
fine. Just give me a minute. And he brushes it off,
Jones will walk forward, your butler Jones will walk forward, give you a glass of water.
I thought he would give me the coffee. It's been I was
Actually, turn that around. I completely forgot you were gonna go get coffee.
Yes, what kind of butler are you?
Jones puts down the coffee and next to that also puts down a glass of water, and it's just like, you will be okay, sir. Sorry it took so long.
Appreciate it, Jones. Appreciate it. He nods to him.
And Tobias stands up again, and he says, "Wonderful. So I will book the tickets, and then you guys will be on your way. I will make sure that dinner is ready here for you again, you can do whatever you want here. I will give you guys enough money to go on your way. Unless you guys think you have enough for a journey of maybe, let's say, 3 days max.
Aleks visibly shakes his head.
Oh, you need it. Okay, good. Linus walks over to him, and he just says, "Can you get me from the office, let's say about 500 gold? Sounds good, yeah? Good." Linus walks back, and then a couple minutes later comes back with a pouch of gold. So you can now add to your inventory 500 gold.
I'm not broke anymore.
You're not broke anymore. Yay! How much did you have on you for
20.
the listener's sake? 20 gold.
Nice.
It was 10, but then I got a really good dice roll, and Ro was like, make 20 out of that, and I was like, yes.
Wait, can I roll deception to see if Yitri can be like, hey, I also don't have money?
Yeah, I'm also broke.
Yes, you can.
Okay, deception. Where's my deception? I got a 19. What the fuck?
Okay,
She's gonna be
Yitri's
like,
good at
can I
deception. And Tobias nods and will give you 500 gold. I'm gonna see.
I can't believe that fucking works. I have 1,000 gold to my name.
Nice. Okay, so Yitri's paying for
Even Xana doesn't get it. Xana's deception
Nice.
or insight is not high.
Yitri's paying for the food.
Yitri's gonna be the sugar mommy. It's okay.
Let's go.
She's the tank, the sugar mommy, the personality hire. She's got everything going for her.
Look at her go.
So Tobias talks again. So, his workshop is on the other side of, like, near the west wing. I will need you guys to check that out. And then, after that, you guys will have dinner and you guys will go on your merry way. I will let the university know that tomorrow you guys will arrive there. All you have to do is find a place in Manchester to sleep for that night. But I'm sure our friend over there in Manchester will already have an idea of where to stay.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Cool. So, he nods to all of you and gives a nod to Xana before he walks out of the room, and you guys are left with Xana. Give me an insight check on this woman.
All of us? Okay.
Yes.
I need to get arrested again.
I need to get arrested again. I have a -1 to insight. This is awesome.
I have a 9.
Why do I keep getting these garbage fucking rolls? I'm rolling ass today. I rolled a 5.
Got a
so
12.
plus the 3
You need
is
different
8.
dice.
Got a 12.
I also got a 5, but I've got a +4.
Yitri is perceptive in relation to this
Get a
group,
different
apparently. In relation to this group, apparently.
So, we have 8. We have... What do Aleks and Yitri have?
I have, Yitri has 12.
I have a 9.
Okay, cool. The ones below a 10 can't really tell what her expression is. And Yitri, you can kind of notice... You, in your life, you have... Again, you come from a glassblower family. You have seen what stress looks like in someone. You would potentially say that there is some stress within Xana. She looks stressed. You don't think it's that bad. Like she hasn't seemed to be doing anything at this point. But there's a little bit of stress there.
Can Yitri go up to Xana and be like, hey, you seem a little stressed, but I want you to know, I mean, I can't really speak for the other people, but like, I don't look qualified, but I am. I know what I'm doing. I know my way around weaponry, and I will do what I can to help. And I just want to make sure that I mean, I don't know if what I'm saying is like helping you at all feel any better, because it's probably not, but I just know that you see, like, this seems like the selection process was very weird, so it makes sense that you're a little stressed, but I just want you to know that we got this, maybe? Oh, that doesn't help. We got this. I'm going to say with full certainty that we got this, because we just have to have confidence, because, people, I don't know, just have to have confidence in us, I guess.
I appreciate this. However, I am not stressed. I do not understand. She's gonna, yeah, give me insight.
Aleks is once again facepalming in the background.
I got another 12.
What did you get on the dice?
I got a 13. I got a 13 but I have a -1 to insight.
Yeah, no, okay, I'll take that, because I don't have a character sheet for her, so I'm kind of just guessing what her modifiers would be. So that makes sense. She's stressed. She's stressed. And she said, like, no. You do not have to talk to me like I do not know what I'm doing, but thank you very much.
I'm sorry, I did not mean it like that at all. Like, I know you definitely know what you're doing. I just wanted to, yeah, I get it, but
it's okay.
Sorry, didn't mean it to come across like that. You definitely know what you're doing. Honestly, like, I don't tell anyone else, but you seem like you know more what you're doing than Miguel does. Don't tell him I said that, though. But, you seem like you, don't tell him I said that, please. Because I really don't want to lose this
we
job.
are in agreement there. We are in agreement there. My assistant sometimes does not know what he's doing. I don't understand how we still work with him. Anyway, that's okay. Listen, and she looks upon everyone. I was like, I would really like for you guys to not come home empty-handed. I would like to keep my job as assistant to Mr. Isward. I hope that is understandable in any way?
Yes, ma'am.
It is.
Of course, ma'am. We'll do our very best.
Yes.
Thank you. And for you, Pierre, as you are the oldest one in the group, I can assume from many things, I will need you to look out for them. I think you will get along with our friend in Manchester quite well.
I'll make sure to do that. You can count on me. And he does like a little salute.
Aww.
Very cheekily. Cheekily? Is that a word? Cheekily.
Cheekily is a word, yeah.
Cheekily. Yeah, he does a cheekily salute.
A cheeky salute.
Yes, a cheeky salute.
Yeah. So she kind of frowns at that a little bit and then is just like, understood. I am glad you are willing to do that for us. So I will need you out of all to make sure that you do not come home empty-handed. You are currently our last hope. If we do not find anything, we are, as nicely to say, fucked.
Understood. Understood.
Pierre's face turns serious. Because he just did the silly. Turns serious, and he looks her dead in the eyes. Understood.
Thank you. I will lead you guys to his workshop. Follow me. And if you guys do so, she will
Following.
lead you guys to the East Wing, where you will at some point, once you walk through multiple archways, you will get to this kind of smaller room filled with all kinds of mechanics. You can see there are multiple versions of the crown of Queen Isabel that you have seen on the paintings. You can see multiple versions of that in that room. And there are many different versions of what look to be maybe like prototypes for mechanical arms, mechanical legs, mechanical hands. Like, there's parts of them everywhere. There's a box of weaponry in a corner, and on his desk seems to just be a bunch of papers just scrolling around. And Tana says, "As you can see, there is not much to see, other than a mess. Johnny's not very tidy. He really should be when he wants to continue working for us. If he ever comes back, that is. I hope so. Feel free to look through it. And just whatever." She puts her hands up for a moment and then walks away.
Can I look through the paper, specifically, like, buzzwording for anything that has to do with Manchester and his journey there?
Yes, you can. Can you give me an investigation check? So that's D20 and add your investigation modifier, which should...
17.
Nice. There is a... let's see. There is indeed a piece of paper there, which is from a name that you remember from your university, from a magic teacher named Miss Williams. She taught more evocation magic in Manchester University, and she is talking about how she can help him with putting more magical elements into weaponry, but she isn't sure if she has the availability to go and bring that to London, which means he would have to go to her. That is one of the things that you can find. Mm-hmm.
Can I pocket the paper?
You can pocket the paper, absolutely.
I am gonna pocket the paper.
You pocket the paper. I love the sentence pocketing the paper. It's wonderful.
Pocket the paper.
I pocket the paper.
Pocket the paper.
After I pocket the paper,
yeah,
I'm gonna look around the room to Yitri and Pierre, and I'm gonna tell them what I found. So, when we're going to Manchester, we might have to look for a very specific teacher. I found a letter from someone she mostly taught of evocation magic there, and she wanted to meet with Johnny. Maybe when we're there we can see if that meeting happened, or if she knows anything else.
Yeah, because if he didn't make the meeting, that says something, and if he did, and she was the last person who saw him, that also means something.
Exactly.
So, yeah, we can... she clearly still... Do you know when the letter was written? Do you have, like, a date?
Do I?
There is a date at the top right corner. That is... I need to be very careful with my dates here. It's 21st of October, which means 5th of September.
The letter says it's from the beginning of September 5th.
Okay. Interesting.
You know, one would say that a guy like this would have maybe like some sort of notebook or something, like where he writes, his inventions in. You figure we might find one, and maybe it has a date in it as well. Could see if there's something like that.
Do you also want to give me an investigation check?
I'd like to, yes.
Give me an investigation check. Maybe you can also pocket a paper.
Pocket a book.
I want to pocket the paper.
While Rick rolls, could you repeat the name of the teacher? Maybe write it down somewhere.
Miss Williams.
Oh, I understood something so different. Okay, thank you.
Yes, Pierre.
It was insight, yeah?
Investigation.
Oh, investigation. Good. I also have a +3 on that. That would be 19.
19. Is there a specific thing that you're looking for? For, like, the notebook that you just mentioned? Or...
just looking if there is one, and if there is one, kind of what he's been working on. And a date, of course.
While you investigate the room, you do notice that there is no bag, there's no notebook, there's no jacket there. It seems like while the room is messy, the necessary stuff has been picked up. So your thoughts are going more towards like he has gone somewhere. You can definitely tell he has left that room and gone somewhere. And if he had anything like a notebook, he would have taken that with him. What you can find is in one of the drawers from his desk a unfinished shotgun, like sewn off shotgun, with the letters NYX on it, Nix. And there is a small note attached to that saying, "I will return soon. Just wait for me." And that is where we're going to end this episode.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Thank you all so much for listening to today's episode. And what happens after this, what happens in the other group, remains to be seen. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Remains to be Seen is an original podcast created by Dyaflame Studios and licensed under the Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike 4.0 International License. Today's episode was produced and edited by Jo Mendacium, and it starred Rick den Breje as Pierre Ardoise, Alyssa Roldan as Yitri Meadowtwirls, Zoe Emily as Aleksander Aintsworth, and Rover Elliott as the Dungeon Master. The intro and outro were composed by We Talk of Dreams, and the transcript was written by Kim van Tevelen. To get in touch with us and keep up to date with our antics, follow us on Instagram, Bluesky, and TikTok at Dyaflame Studios, or view our website at dyaflame.com. Check our show notes for additional credits, links, and transcripts.